Okay. Alright. Let's see what shows up tonight. I feel like I open every stream like that these days, but you know, sometimes we're just empty, void of days. So I don't know what I want to do with my hair. It's getting there, but I haven't quite figured it out yet. Alright. Let's see what I can ramble about for a little while. For that, we're going to go to the interwebs. Oh, excuse me. Hey, fish cake, how you doing? Welcome to the... You are the first one here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How goes it? So I'm very loopy right now. So bear with me, as I'm kind of awkwardly working my through the task I need to start the stream off with. But anywho, any what, anywhere, here we are. What did any of that mean? I have no idea, but I thought it sounded good in my head. Yeah. Going, how are you? But things are looking up. Things are finally starting to look up. So I'm grateful for that. I hope that trend continues. Because, you know, it's been hard the last few years. I'm hoping that recent changes have finally meant that that chapter, that era, is finally over. But who knows? It could, it could not. It's hard to tell. Yeah. How are you for July? Hey, Allie. Hey, Durs. How y'all doing? My 4th of July is pretty chill. We're lucky enough to be in a position where we see quite a few firework things happening all around us. So we kind of just sat here with some Martinellis and just watched the fireworks from our apartment for a while. It's pretty cool. Some are actually pretty close to us too, which I wasn't expecting. So it was nice. It was fun. And it was also the first night our roommate has officially moved all her stuff in, so we was kind of celebration night of that too. I'm sure she'll pop up on stream more often than not, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, how about you guys? How was your 4th of July? So I know, Durs, I know you, because you were actually on here yesterday, so I got to ask you about that personally, but... what about you, Allie? How was your 4th of July? There were a lot of places that had to postpone. Was it like weather conditions or something? They did not have the right rockets? However that works. Where'd the stop sign go? It moved like 2 inches. Let's just say LHMFL. Lord help the motherfucker. What, I don't know what that means, Allie. What is this? Like, what is... I guess I'll have to look it up now because... Well, now I just gotta. Up north, firework warehouse burned down. Ah, I see. Okay. That clarifies things quite a bit. Okay, let me see. I was going to see something. I know LA area had way too many issues. That wouldn't surprise me necessarily. Hey, Token Vet. Good to see you. That must have been fun for any spectator. Like, I forget where it was, but there's one place I know I heard of that had, like, a gigantic firework display set up, like, all in a big ball. But someone accidentally let off all the fireworks at the same time, which made for either the most glorious or the most disappointing fireworks show. Because they're just basically just one massive explosion of like hundreds of fireworks blasting off all at once, and then a long pause, and it was like, well, you guys can go home. Including the public official saying no barbecuing because of air quality. It's wildfire season in California. Well, I haven't heard anything too bad. I know there's been definitely one or two. What was that goddamn acronym? Because I want to look up what it means. There you go. LHM. FL. Okay, what does LHMFL mean? I have a feeling none of these are the right one, and they look hilarious, so I'm going to look at it. User submitted definitions. Lidded hambling mainstays foys lemonari. Lump sucker haya moilinit fasted lesbian. Jesus Christ. I hate my fucking leg. Okay, how was I supposed to know that, Allie? Because I can't even look it up against someone with batshit other alternative destinations. For example, Lintier hiccuped momentary firebomb lap work. Well, I didn't know that. It's hard to do that when the rest of it is in lowercase. Like, if it's for the acronym, either capitalize all of them or capitalize none of them. You can't do both. That is not the place to, capitalize correctly. Even though we're getting technical, it would be all caps if you're using an acronym. But that's besides the point. Maybe I'm just dense. I feel like I'm dense a lot of the time. But I could just be also being just mean to myself. Which is also a very, strong possibility. To be fair, the difference between what an I and an L is 1 pixel. Yeah, but it's a very important pixel. Do you know you can get a subscription for comic books? Oh yeah, my first exposure to comic books was through subscriptions, not prescriptions. Yeah, you've been able to do that for a long fucking time. I know a lot of them have like Comixology. I think is one that Amazon has, and that one is like a subscription service to read a whole bunch of comic books, like very much like Kindle. I don't have that one personally because I don't want to pay another monthly fee, but it's useful for those who do have it. I also don't really like their formatting. Their formatting kind of sucks. It feels counterintuitive to actually reading the damn thing. But anyway, going back to, I don't think I'm going to stay for too long. I'm already thinking I need to change my name back to Mouse. Still up to you, Allie. I respect it either way. Imagine me prescribed comics by a doctor. I feel like that might have just happened to me at one point. That's how all this shit started. Hey, Archon, how the hell you been, man? I haven't seen you in a long time. Just been busy, I assume? Oh, god damn it. Oh, god. I start off as a teacher in 2 days. I'm quite nervous for it. I don't know how to make this work, but I do. I got my first comic from a flea market thrift store. Oh, nice, nice, nice. What does this one do? Michael speaks like Donald Duck for fun. What? Dude, I fucking wish I could do my Donald Duck voice. I can't do that for shit. Because, yeah, if I knew how to do Donald Duck's voice, I'd be doing it all day long. It's like when I learned how to do Zoidberg. At no point would I not be doing that. Speak of the throat. I mean, I've tried, dude, but it's not that easy. Trying to get that cadence, that tone, while also trying to speak words is extremely difficult. Some people have better throat range for that, I guess. It is for me though. Well, cool. Consider me jealous because I can't figure it out. Because I can do like Gollum and Stitch, and I can do Bane, which all require some good throat control. And beard, got that Batman beard. Beards. I mean, okay, I need a trim, but still. What do you mean by Batman beard exactly? As in it's long and scruffy, or like it's another what's the word I'm looking for? Never mind, I lost it. What Batman beard are we talking about? If I Google Batman beard, am I gonna find something weird? Alright. Batman beard. Have you seen the new How to Train Your Dragon? No, I honestly didn't really have much interest in it. Like, having fucking live action remakes of childhood movies for me has just not been an enjoyable experience, so I kind of tend to avoid it nowadays, now that I'm not required to see each and every one of them come out. Yes, hello, Token. I see you. Hi. I used to be able to do the Tweety voice, but I can't anymore. Yeah, some of those voices have quite a lot of vocal range. They're just hard to maintain. You got a few basics that you won't know how to repeat at will. But, you know, voices are challenging for a reason. What was I looking at before? That's train of thought. Oh, thou beard of grandeur, long and fair, like silken threads that dance upon the air. With every whisker, tales of yore just weave a tapestry of wisdom, hard to believe. Well, I guess I'll take that. Fuck it. I have magic wisdom beard. Magic wisdom beard. Anyway. Well, I guess Mephisto is finally in the MCU at last. So it's been very noisy here the last couple days. That's not necessarily a bad thing. There's been a lot of changes going on in very quick succession. And it's been a fascinating adjustment. And it's good and weird. Good that it feels like a positive change, and weird that, you know, change in general. But I'm excited for it. Sentry depressed version equals overpowered. Yeah, you're talking about the Void, if I remember correctly, Archon. The Void is a fucking mess in the comics, quite frankly. But, you know, in a weird, one I've always kind of enjoyed despite itself. That goes for the Sentry in general. Like, the Void is supposed to be like a very, like, kind of all-powerful being. Do you have a favorite anime/animated series? Yeah, Broken Race Thor with Thought. I think Thor is actually one of the few people that actually managed to beat the Void in the comics. I don't really watch anime, Anyo, but I do watch a lot of animated stuff. My favorite animated show, Spectacular Spider-Man. That's the one, Spectacular Spider-Man. And I'm still pissed we only got 2 seasons. Oh, there you go, Token Bet. Send me a message on the Discord. That's what I was doing before, the Discord. Does Doctor Strange have a beard? Sometimes. He's kind of got like more of like a... He kind of has a similar mustache as to like Iron Man most of the time. Kind of like that little mustache, like to connect a goatee kind of thing. I'm showering right now. Interesting. How good are your typing fingers while you're in the shower? Alright. Well, I'm not being summoned to the Discord. What did I do? Oh, okay, that's not a bad look. Yeah, fuck it, I'll take that. I can get behind this Batman beard. Even the haircut matches a little bit. Yeah, that's right. I am the knight, minus the body and the intelligence. And all the other things that make you Batman, but I am Batman nonetheless. My first thought was kind of like in that one arc when Batman started taking Venom. This was before Bane was introduced. And he just comes out of the cave with a big beard because he has to put himself in rehab, like self-imposed rehab, basically. It's a good story. Go look it up. Here's Wi-Fi in the shower. I mean, the Wi-Fi's not the problem. I'm over hand like here typing with wet fingers. And what you're typing on, and how that hasn't exploded. Because I was like, if you have Wi-Fi in your apartment, I'd hope you have it in the bathroom too. So sorry for being weird, but my username is pronounced Neo. Fair enough. No, you're okay to correct me. if I'm getting it wrong, I want to know how to get it right. Don't feel like it's weird to bring it up. So Ennio, am I saying that right? Ennio Spaghettio. Don't know why it was the first thing popped in my head, but sometimes those childhood rhymes from your younger years kind of stick in your brain. Like whenever my partner says "I wonder," the first thing that always pops in my head, and no one else is gonna get this unless you're like close to my age, which was like, do you like? I wonder what's in a Wonder Ball. No one remembers that fucking commercial except me. And for those who don't know, there's this old like candy back in the day. It was called a Wonder Ball. It was a little chocolate ball. They usually had like little prizes inside. Sometimes it was more candy. Sometimes it was like other stuff in general. But it was always supposed to be like a surprise. And I think the song they made was like, "I wonder, 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 what's in a Wonder Ball." Again, I don't know why I remember this. I don't know why throughout the years this is the one that's stuck in my lexicon. Always be yourself. Unless you be Batman, then always be Batman. Damn right. Okay, cool. You know why Walmart is getting rid of the SpongeBob Party stuff and Batman Tell? I'm afraid to ask, but I will ask. I don't know why. God, my eyes bugging me today. Ugh. So I officially got my first month of classes figured out, which make me happy. God, my eyes drive me nuts. Do I remember Wonder Balls? I miss those things. Yeah, right? Like, it was a good candy. The candy's a lot more creative back then. No, it's like I was being nostalgia talking. They're a lot more gimmicky candies. Sorry, my eye is burning like a motherfucker, and I just gotta. Oh God, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Hopefully that did it. I was wondering if you did. I don't know. I don't really follow Walmart politics. Maybe there was a complaint, probably a lawsuit. Maybe maybe it was just general recall. Maybe those don't sell anymore. You know, there could be 101 reasons. I'm gonna keep his eye closed for a little bit. For some reason, it itches like a bitch, and it burns every time I go on my AdSense. I know touching rubbing it's probably not helping, but it is the only solution I got for this exact moment. So I'm gonna look like a weird pirate for a minute and continue to discuss these things. Oh, God damn it! Fuck. Mm. Oh, let me grab a fucking something to rub my eye because this is really irritating. God damn. Hold on. Ugh. I'm gonna borrow Brianna's blanket. But they've been at Walmart for years. I mean, the market changes, fish cake. You know, things change, products change. You can't always go with the same one forever. FDA had to make putting non-food items in food illegal. That's why I killed the Wonder Ball. Boo. I mean, sometimes the FDA can be all fuddy-duddies. Elena put that there to mock me. Sorry, my roommate just moved in as a Nicolas Cage pillow, and she propped it like right across from where I record things. I don't know if that was intentional, but I feel like it might have been intentional. God. Censorship and like FDA and all those kind of stuff gets so fucking weird sometimes, and it's kind of amazing the actual effects in reality whenever they publish a law. Like the only reason we even have like Transformers and GI Joe and all those things is because they Reagan basically shut down the whole got rid of the whole law that says you couldn't use cartoons to explicitly sell toys. So when they finally got rid of that rule, that's when at the FTC. That's what I was thinking of. The FTC. The FTC got rid of that rule, and that's how we got like Transformers and He-Man and GI Joe and She-Ra and all the ones from that era because they're they want to use them to sell toys. And then other creators just got too good with those toy cartoons and made them something that everyone remembers. Like I said, Transformers is kind of one of those ones that kind of succeeded in spite of itself. Because that whole point of Transformers, the original movie, was to kill off all the originals so you would buy the new ones. The problem is they did too good of a job, especially with Optimus Prime, whose death scene, I guess, really affected its audience goers, that they were getting just overwhelmed with fucking hate mail. And this is pre-internet, so to get like enough actual letters to constitute changing the policy, that was a lot of fucking letters and a lot of fucking effort to send those letters. Nowadays, you have me outcry on Twitter or something like that. Back then, you had to work for it. Well, if we did, we'd still be using lead-based sweetener fish cake. Oh, don't get me wrong. The FDA and the FTC serve an important purpose. I'm not knocking neither organization because they're both essential. Especially the FTC. I'm sorry, especially the FDA. No. Like, food is more important than television or media. So yeah, no. Gonna be a dad soon. 7 months left. Oh, that's right. Congratulations. How's all that going? Hold on. I forgot. I'm a couple comments behind. That's also why Kinder eggs in America suck compared to the real German ones. That's not good though. Yeah, the reason why they can't say the same product forever is because, you know, I think I already answered it. Just markets change, audiences change, designs get outdated, things stop selling as well. Federal Disorganized Association. I mean, look. Does the FDA have problems? Sure. Is it underfunded? Absolutely. Does it keep getting nuked by politicians who don't want to follow those regulations? Yes, and that's bad. But the FDA is still a vital organization all the same. I just don't like change. That's fair. I get that. Yeah, we used to put lead acetate in a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, like especially in housing when they're trying to make doing those things for a long time. That was a lot of lead. Yeah, people who make products just do not care if people live or die when they use them. So that's where, like, you know, they're upset when they have stuff taken away, you know, that actually poison people, like lead, for example. I mean, regulates food and drug medical. We kind of need it so that people don't die. Yeah, exactly, Ennio. That's exactly right. With enough change, I can get pizza. Pizza sounds good. I wish change worked like that. Like, you know, the change we all actually talk about. Like, oh yeah, you know, it means every change you experience might get you a little bit closer to a pizza. A pizza party, like a promotion they do at work. And, you know, if like there was a pizza party at the end of it, it might be at least make the last several changes I've had to endure okay. You know, like it was like it's okay. I'm almost done my card. I'm only one more away from pizza party. Kind of pizza. I hope it'd be like any pizza you want for all those changes you had to go through. I can't wait to put her protein milk in my coffee when she gives birth. Fucking damn it. Who's pizza parties every time? Like, hey, if that's your guys' thing, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. Host pizza parties every time a law is passed. Oh, maybe not that kind. Like, if anything, I want $1,000 for every time a bad law gets passed. Well, something changed. Time to go get the pizza. Honestly, I don't think that's a bad policy. Major life event pizza. In the 1920s, lead acetate was marked as a sugar substitute that would attract rodents or insects. Fucking Jesus, we did not care who we killed. Unfortunately, we still don't, but goddamn. What is that doing there? If it's cheaper to make, we don't care if you die slowly. You ever seen those kind of warning labels where you look at it and you just want to know, like, what's the story there? Because you think it'd be common sense to do that, and then you really think about it for a second, like, somebody wouldn't be that stupid, right? But somebody would be that stupid, and they were that stupid. And that's why there's a warning label there. It's kind of like working on a car engine, and you have this little warning that says, do not put your arms in there while the engine is on. It's like, You figured you wouldn't need that rule. You shouldn't have that rule. People should be smart enough to know not to put their hands in there. But somebody did, and it ruined it for everybody. Now we got a sign. Makiela, what is your favorite food that your partner likes? My partner loves Jamaican. I say they're in top 3 foods. If there was a stupid sign, somebody did something. That's funny. Without giving away where, I once saw a trash can that had a no pooping sign on it attached to it. And that deeply concerns me. When there's a sign that says, this bag is not a toy, I'm like, who uses this bag as a toy? I know, right? You tell like this is one person's job to make all these warning labels, and they're just like, are you fucking... Oh my god. Every time they get a new report of something new and stupid. Like, do not touch electrified fence. I went into Florida and saw don't use the fish as a flashlight thing. Oh my god. I don't know if you're joking or not, but if that was going to happen anywhere, Florida seems like the right spot. Oh my god, though. So I was trying to thought. Or like, you know, don't drink radiator fluid. For legal purposes, I have to delete that message. All right, duly noted. God, how many people gonna try to fuck a fish for that to become a thing? Like, how many times? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of The Good Place, for those who've seen that show. And there's, like, we're kind of handled, like, heaven and hell, but a very different lens. And in that show, they kind of have, like, a medium place where their ideas were, like, where they kind of monitor things in between and keep all the records and stuff like that. And there's just one lone guy assigned to handle all the new weird sex stuff that humans come in. I'm very disheartened by what I just read, Archon. There's a wiring ladder on a gaming console that said "do not eat" and one that said "do not put in the bathtub." In Japan, I think. Oh my god, people are. Also, side note: what are you drinking? Just water. Just from my old trusty water bottle. There's no vodka or anything. If that's what you're wondering. I don't really drink that much anymore. But anyway, what was I saying? I was saying words. The words escaped from my lips, and now the words are gone. I don't like the words are gone. What is the best liquid? I like soda. I like Pepsi or Coke. What is the best water? I mean, I don't know. For me, water is just water. Clean water, I would say, is probably the best water. H2O, no. People out of the reason stupid signs exist are the same people that have blinker fluid in their cars. Forgot about... I don't even realize that was a thing. Oh, man. I'm like 20 plus and never drinking alcohol before. I mean, it could be fun in certain spaces, and if, like, it depends what kind of drunk you turn out to be. Like, are you a fun drunk or are you a sad drunk? If you're a sad drunk, you probably shouldn't take alcohol very much. I was a sad drunk. Well, I was a happy drunk in very specific circumstances. Like when I cosplay at a club or something like that, I will drink myself silly and dance till 3 a.m. The running joke in the army is the private or lieutenant does something stupid. The next day there's a safety briefing. Or has anyone done that thing at work where you fuck up on something and you just kind of hope nobody notices, and then you get that goddamn email that just says, just a reminder. Sugar Daddy Dora. There's an image. Hola. Does anyone seen my bitches? Boots is just like one of the recruits or like one of the bouncers, get everyone back in line. I know I'm gonna do not too don't go too deep into it because you know I'm afraid I'm gonna do the accent offensively. I've seen the Hood Door videos because I feel like I've heard of them. I've never watched them. When the teacher says, read question 30 carefully after I just answered question 30. I got the pesos. Oh my god. You know, we're somewhat related, but you know it was a movie that is better than Any Right to Be. was actually Dora the Explorer, the live action movie. And you wouldn't think so. You think it'd be a pile of dog shit, but somebody cared about this. Got beer as a kid because I wanted root beer, but they didn't hear me right, or I didn't say it right. How old were you at the time? I know, first alcohol I really touched my lips was rum. That's because my parents took us to a vacation, the Caribbean cruise for a week. Like a week. Michael buys some gold, and you're the market can crash. And what makes you think I can afford gold right now? Why do they give you beer? I would also like to know the answer to that question. But yeah, like they're offering rum to the passengers, and one point, like I thought it was just juice, so I was very much like, yeah, like it's my dad. I was like, yeah, come on, get like let me have it, let me have it, let me have it. And like the dude looked at my dad, and my dad just nodded. Which in hindsight, I don't know if it was trying to teach me a lesson or he just didn't care. But either way, I took like one sip of it, and I like immediately was like, oh God, no, this is disgusting, and casually, very cautiously, just tossed it overboard. And just pretended like nothing was wrong. And I had a headache for the entire afternoon. They made a Dora show. Personally, I did not enjoy that, but that might be just nostalgia talking. Like you mean the original Dora show? Because Dora started as a show. First alcohol I ever had was Budweiser. I still have a can of my dad's beer from the fridge. It's not juice the pirates are drinking. Yeah, I know that now. I don't think they're pirates. I think they're tour guides. The closest thing I've ever had that is that alcohol was fermented soda in like a POTC convention. Okay, fair enough. There's a new one. I didn't even know there's a new one. I mean, I feel like Dora the Explorer would not be a property I was following all that deeply, you know? Pirates of the Caribbean. There's a franchise I wish would just kind of just die. I think that would be good. I think I would like Pirates of the Caribbean as a franchise to just die off because they only made 2 of these that were good. I'm still will defend Dead Man's Chest as a good movie. It's definitely messier than the other ones. They kept asking if I wanted it. If it was right, I thought it was root beer. I was wrong. My aunt tasted it because I said something was wrong with it. She was not happy. I was like grown-ass adults tricked you into drinking beer. I like the first one. I like the second one. And then from there just hasn't been a good one since. And they've had 3 tries at this. Like there's some good parts about fucking what's a doodle? Why did you have to sue him, Amber? What? Oh, to be clear on the whole Amber Depp thing, I don't think Depp was innocent in all of that. Like it was made public that he like modified evidence and deliberately presented evidence in a way that skewed towards him. Like neither person was good in that scenario. And I kind of always suspected that was the case because I was looking at how loudly one group was cheering and how strong the propaganda around it was pushing towards a hate Amber thing. And I'm like, I'm not saying she's a good person either, that she's innocent in all this, but I think they're both terrible people. The newest movie was absolute dog shit, though. Oh, yeah, the last one was bad. Could have been better. It wasn't. Was that the one with Javier Bardem, or was that the one after it? What even was the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie? I think it was one with Javier Bardem. No, it wasn't At World's End. It's funny that when I say last Pirates of the Caribbean movie, it only mentions the third one. That was miscommunication. Maybe I thought it was taken to my aunt. I don't know. Ah, okay. You know better than I, so I'll take your word on it. Not to mention, even before that whole thing began, Johnny Depp was already proving to be just a gigantic pain in the ass to work with on set. I don't know. Johnny Depp just seems like not a good dude, and I feel like it's only come up more he's gotten popular. But anyway, what happened to your 60 other viewers, man? I don't know, man. At some point, there was an algorithm change, and a lot of streamers like me just got dumped in thrown in the basket. It sucks, but it's the reality of things, and I just have to accept that. I mean, the good news is like, it hasn't really slowed down the channel's growth as much as I thought it was going to be. We've been averaging no less than 20 subscribers a day for the entire month. I'll never understand why they cut Owl House short, but don't let Marvel and Star Wars die. First of all, Marvel and Star Wars are kind of too big to fail at this stage. And second of all, the answer is gay. It had gay characters, openly gay characters, and that's why they canceled it. Bottom line was he was deemed the victim of the court, so that all that really matters. People's personal opinions about him are irrelevant in the Her Death case. Discourse, I think at this point it's mostly just the law that was a court of public opinion, which is still immutable and doesn't actually die. I let Owl House die because it had lesbian stuff. Not me. For a second there, it's like, it was me, Barry. It was me that canceled Owl House because it had lesbian stuff in it. For those who remember that meme. Oh, I like that meme. That was funny. What the fuck am I called? Well, you guys remember that Reverse Flash meme that was everywhere for a while? Arcana the villain. I mean, I've had my suspicions for a while now, but maybe. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Woo! I am still here. I'm still working. I'm still doing things. I'm awake. I am for sure awake, you guys, and I will remain awake because that's what awake people do. I remember the Reverse Flash thing. I always thought it was funny because in a weird way, I feel like a Reverse Flash would be that petty. Top 10 Michael ADHD not tough moments. Why did the not tough part gotta be in there? Why you gotta emasculate me while you're at it? ADHD thing, oh yeah, absolutely, no question about that, but come on. Although I am told they have definitely more feminine features than perhaps I originally anticipated. Doesn't Marvel have lesbian gay in it? Yes, but it's not in the same extent. They're not really that open with it. I don't think there's any Marvel MCU stuff that's really prominently had gay people as the main characters. Wave straight ally flag and shoots my gun. Yep, that's kind of how I feel about it too. It's like, yep, I am a straight white man, you have all my love and support. And whatever I can do to help in my weird little sphere. The rock guy from Thor, what's that called? You're talking about Korg, I think his name is? I don't remember what his race of people are called, but yeah. Korg is the one that talks. And you know, like when they have attempted, like with Korg, that's what it was. With Korg and Valkyrie, they kind of like do what do they call it? God, there's a term for it where queer baiting. There you go, queer baiting, where it's like, Valkyrie is gay because she winked at a woman, and Korg is gay, but it's only in the last 5 minutes, and he's not that important. He's not that big of a character, so it's okay if we make him gay. Stuff like that. Owl House was very loud and proud about it, and that created controversy for Disney. And Disney, being the chicken shits they are about the situation, they cut it short because of that. It's kind of like how they removed a episode of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur because it focused on a trans person. War for Thunderbirds is a good fresh start. I just watched it again. I just watched that again today, and yeah, it's still fucking fantastic. Michael, you still have not given me your orange juice because I never agreed to give it to you, greedy bastard. Hold on, I gotta read this one. Luz literally told her mom she was bi with Windows Movie Maker. What? The way of my life when I see it, you love who you love. We don't care because it's not affecting us. Yep, and that's what it should be. You never drank Monster. I don't even have orange juice. Archon. I've never agreed to drink orange juice live on stream. Pay me $50 and I'll go buy fucking orange juice tomorrow. and drink it on stream. June late, season 2 or 3 of Owl House. But there's no way you meant to say Windows Movie Maker, because that doesn't relate to Owl House in any way. You said you were gonna buy and drink it last year. Well, now there's a price to it, Archon. You want it that badly. Let's see what you want to. Let's see how far you want to take this, because Daddy needs to pay some bills. And the donations aren't coming quite as frequently as they used to. So, until YouTube finally starts to take my stream seriously again, I need to get what I can get. Excuse me. Bro, 7 already paid for it. 7 was gone. Like 7's been gone for months. That doesn't work now. I have to go back and watch because I don't remember that. Bro paid for like subscribers that came in. You used to do what Critter Keeper did and try the 1-chip challenge. What the fuck is the 1-chip challenge? And I really hate doing tacky challenges and stuff like that. I don't know. I just it feels inauthentic to what I would do, and I don't. I don't like gimmicky shit like that. It feels beneath me, which I know is a potential approach to take to it, but I don't know. Aren't you mommy? Oh, aren't I, mommy? Yeah, I can call myself what I goddamn please. Mommy, daddy, I'll be both. I'll be more than that. Fuck it. Let's make it a polyamorous thing. 1-chip challenge is like 2 years old. There's a scene in the Owl House where the episode starts with the slideshow of Lowe's with Emily. I say wouldn't make it because the slideshow looks like someone made it. Okay, see, that's the context I was missing there. That sounds more believable to me. You could have just said slideshow. Slideshow would have been easier to communicate. Okay, guys, I'm probably gonna head off in about 5 minutes or so. So, Tony LC's sign memes. What is Tony LC? I don't even remember Tony LC. Who the fuck is Tony LC sign? Oh, it's a dude. Okay. What's this dude's deal? Tony versus woke compilation. Tony trolling women compilation. I hate everything about this. Yeah, I really fucking hate this. Are you mommy or daddy or Steve? Yes. Jesus Christ, why are you bringing Tony like, what the fucking memes about this? Yeah, no. Not my thing. Hello, Fishcake, I see you. Hello again. I see that you're here. And you're not going anywhere. Alright, let's see what video of mine's doing well right now. Oh, okay, the one for Cornelius Hawthorne is doing pretty well right now. Fishball. Fishballs. I can do 2. It's not good as your mama joke, but all the same. Michael TS or AS? What does that mean? Oh, tits or ass. I'm not gonna say that on fucking stream. You can like whatever you like. There's no right or wrong answer. Well, I say, why can't we just appreciate both? Favorite quote of G.I. Robots is, "Oh boy, Nazis." Yeah, that clip alone has got me a lot of mileage since I started making memes. You know, I wrote that one down, Fish Cake, because I really think it was funny. I actually wanted to ask you if it was okay if I ever used that for a T-shirt. If I ever decide to make T-shirts. I was thinking in both, so I agree. Fair enough. As long as your wife's still up for it. You delete. Well, Archon, no. Don't do that. Stop deleting everyone's messages. Or at least your own. I didn't know how far you were going to take that, so I had to step in before. Because I like it, Archon, but you're known to be a little rascally in that department. Just gonna make sure, let me know when you make one so I can buy one. I'll let you know. I'm still kind of toying around with the idea, but it could be a fun way to play around it. So I have, so far I have, like, Behold, I Survived the Shit, and the one I came up with a friend of mine was I'm a Scorpio motherfucker. So I can imagine that would sell actually pretty well. Like, gonna send me to human resources if you do for real. I mean, no, I am the HR department here. Nice comeback, kid, James Jonah Jameson. No, I think it's brilliant comeback, kid. Is what you're thinking of. Y'all remember living in the walls at Roleplay? I do remember that. Don't know whatever happened to those guys. They might be dead, but they lived a good life. Jail time for Archon. Hopefully one day we'll reach the heights we did before. When YouTube finally stops deciding that it might, like, streams can just go burn in hell. But who knows? So much has changed already just in a very short period of time, and I'm like, who the fuck knows anymore? Should put sparkles on the Behold t-shirt. I'll think about it. They might be dead. I'm just saying, if they're in the walls and I haven't heard from them in a long time, they might have kind of killed each other, which, was kind of always the plan. Do you know the way lives matter? Why was that? Like, all the ways? Except, when they're under my servitude, in which case they are expendable. That's a joke, CIA. Franchise is out of context. This is why I make all these private after a time. Okay, guys. I'm starting to feel the sleepies. Where are the tuna sandwich, Michael? I'm not eating no tuna sandwich. Fuck that. Oh, right. That one I gave them. Yeah, I fed it to the dog, unfortunately. Rat's stealing my pink stuff. Sorry, dude. You're on your own. All right, guys. On that note, I think I'm going to take off. I'm getting pretty tired. But thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. It was fun. I will not be on for the next 2 days, but I'll be back on, I guess, technically Wednesday morning. So, thank you all for hanging out with me, and I will see you all later. Are you going to Jedi in life? One of these days.